hello. How are we doing? I hope you are doing well, and I need to get my hair sorted in the back. Okay. We have Jens saying hello, everyone. Well, hello there, Jens. And Bowie says hello all. Okay. Hello, Jens and Bowie. I hope many more people will show up, and I need more light. If you'd excuse me now. Oops, that's way too much. Way too much light. Okay, that should be. That should do it. Okay, that microphone stand there. Okay, now let's see. That is way too much. I should have, I could have, and I should have. Done this before I went live, but as always, I just. Oops. This is okay now. I think it's okay now. Okay. Nothing compensation. Just fuck this shit. Okay. This is just so good, dude. Goddamn dumb. Okay, well that I know what I'm doing. Okay, okay, and lightning compensation. There we go. Okay. Anyway, what I have for you today is not what I intended to do today, because I had something a bit different in mind for today. But there lives a man in Australia. Well, many men live in Australia, but there lives a man. The man in Australia. And he tipped me off regarding a subject we shall be discussing today. Let's put my phone on silent. No, I doubt anyone will call me because it's past 11 p.m. here. Just in case. But it's back in. I actually, it might not look like it, but I actually brushed him, combed his hair. Okay, I'm going to sit there and step up. So let's get the browser on, and at this point I would like to again thank my patron Flems. My patron Flems, yes, and there is, yes, as of right now I have one patron, and that is Flems, and Flems deserves a huge hands out there. Okay, so there is a woman in Australia called Jennifer Westacott. She's the Australian Business Council CEO. She has now apologized. She has now apologized to the LGBTQ plus community, saying she, and I quote, felt it was important that somebody said sorry on behalf of business. Yeah, Mrs. Westacott, please feel free to feel that way if you want, but I don't think that weighs a lot. uh, I'm sorry, but I don't think that weighs particularly much. Yes, it's a wonderful gesture from her, but in the grand scheme of things, it would I mean, she's a she's 60 something. I, I'm not sure. She looks like she's 60 something years old now. So it's not. It doesn't. It needs. It takes much more than a 60 something year old woman sincerely apologizing, because the harm that has been done by the 50 and 60 something year old men. The 50 and 60 something year old men should be the one apologizing, and not go and put a woman on the stand to do the job for them. It's not. That is not fair. In my opinion, that is not fair. Now, let's. This is. I don't usually do. Oh, I I don't do reaction videos. Okay. But just this once, I thought I would do a genuine reaction. Never seen this video before, and then I'll give my 2 cents. Okay. I'll decided to do something new. This has been posted by ABC News Australia. Okay. Okay, let's see what she has to say.
I want to apologise to our trans and gender diverse colleagues and friends. I want to apologise for the hurt you have endured.
Yes, yes, yeah. I'm not trying to minimize her effort here, but these lazy, yes, Bowie says, yeah, lazy pricks need to step up and not put some sweet old lady here to do the talking for them. Oops.
The cruelty you've been subjected to,
By men.
and for the fundamental misinformation and unfairness that has shrouded this discussion over the last year, but particularly during this election.
This has to do in general on the Australian elections, so this is part of that. That's the general context here. Let us go.
Alan Joyce and I, as co-patrons of Pride, want to apologise. Not because we said those things, not because we caused the hurt, but because somebody must. So on behalf of all of the Australians who want our society to be a bit kinder, more understanding, and vastly more respectful and civil.
Yeah, as she said, it's not her responsibility, but she's doing it anyway. And she mentioned Alan something. Alan something is the man she mentioned. Why isn't Alan on the stand there today? Why isn't Alan there? Why isn't Alan there? Why is Jennifer there? Why is Jennifer there apologizing for all the harm that has been done by Alan and his and the other men in their 50s, those white cisgendered heterosexual meat eating beer drinking men. Why isn't one of those there? Why isn't one of those men in there so that Jennifer wouldn't have to do this? As she says, it's not her fault. It's not Alan's fault. It's someone else's fault. But that someone else should be there. Not Jennifer, not Alan. Okay? It's not their job. But she is trying the best she can. And props to her for, doing what she can. Okay? Jens says those men lack the balls to step up and apologize. Yes. Yeah. Speaking of balls, actually, the female genitalia tend to be a bit more gutsier, no pun intended, but balls are more easily injured. You can kick a woman in the groin, and her ovaries on, well, they can rupture, yes, but that requires quite a lot more force. You can damage a man's testicles by kicking in the gut, kicking in the groin, but you can't really damage the uterus or the ovaries. So when you're told to grow a pair, you shouldn't grow a pair of balls. You should grow a pair of ovaries. Yes. Okay, rant over, let's go.
Alan and I humbly, respectfully and sincerely apologise.
Yeah. You should, that's
sincerely apologise. I understand the fear and the worry when you turn up for work and every single new encounter is potentially a rejection, a loss of your employment status, or the loss of your job.
Why did you make this apology?
Well, I felt very strongly about this, Alan.
And here we are. Okay, maybe... okay, I'll shut up. I'm not going to say anything because, because reasons.
I both felt strongly about it. We talked about it at length. We are the co-patrons of Pride and Diversity. It's our major awards celebration of the year, celebrating employers stepping up to make their workplaces better and more inclusive. But I really felt that during the election in particular, that our trans and gender diverse community was basically piled on when there were so many other things that, frankly, I think the community wanted us to talk about in the election. People decided to pile on one of the most vulnerable groups in our society, and I felt very upset about it. And I know the pain and hurt that it caused many people, and I felt it was important that somebody said sorry about it.
You also shared some personal reflections about things that you've faced in the past, for example, not being invited to some family gatherings at Christmas. What about in the workplace? What do people face? What have you faced in the workplace?
Bowie says, white, cis, straight and stupid men need to pick up their balls off the floor and actually try to help instead of hurt, precisely. And this is what is happening in the United States of fucking assholes. What really amazed me, by the way, I think I forgot to say about... Actually, I don't think I had the message at hand on Friday, but regarding the school shooting, actually there was another one in another state, just like yesterday or the day before. Like Saturday, it was like Thursday was one school shooting, and then I think it was Thursday when the school shooting was, and then another mass shooting was in Illinois, I think, and a contact in Oklahoma. Let me get one of the a picture here for you. Hmm. Oh. Okay. So this is okay. I need to get. Okay, so I had to blur out something. Okay, regarding the easy availability of firearms in the United States of America, I have an example from Oklahoma. Uh, you can actually buy, well, piston brake air barrel. Okay, on at quite cheap. Okay. Okay, so this is just this is an air rifle, but you can actually buy. It doesn't even cost much if you really buy one. Buy an actual gun. This is an air gun, an air rifle, but I just had to blur out something to conceal the identity of. Okay, so conceal the identity of the person who sent me this. Okay, so something like this, 146 USD. Sure, this is a piston brake barrel. Okay. Yeah, this is gas piston air rifle, but hang on. No, this is an air rifle. What the fuck is an air rifle? Is that actually an actual gun? Because I thought that was an air rifle, air gun maniac. I mean, gas ram air rifle. Is that an actual gun? Yeah, but if that is that an actual gun? Because it says air rifle, air rifle, air rifle to me means one of those. Uh, you put these tiny pellets into. I've tried one of these air pistol things that fire these small tiny pellets with air. There's no gunpowder, there's no bullets, there's nothing like that. Is this a real gun or is this an air gun? Because I don't know anything about guns, but if this is this is freely available. Jens says just enough energy to wound. Yeah. These are Yeah, this is one of those weapons. Yeah, okay then. Okay, but something like this is readily available in the United States of assholes, and this friend slash contact that I have it in, Jens says an air gun, add a little oil for more energy. Okay, because this contact of mine says that they could go to Walmart, at least in Oklahoma, in the state of Oklahoma. They could to go into a Walmart, which is an American department store, get a gallon of milk and a hunting rifle or a handgun. So just casually go in, get a gun, uh, and walk out and knock yourself out. And that's how school shootings come about. In Germany, it's for 18 and older. Okay. By the way, it reminded me of Germany. We went to Germany some time ago, as some of you may remember, and we are still to hear back from the German federal police because I experienced quite horrible harassment and abuse, right out abuse from the airport security. Not to go into not going into any further detail. It was just absolutely horrendous. They were transphobic shitheads, and it was forwarded to the to be investigated by the German federal police and all the as I was told, all the security things that regarding stuff that crosses the German. There's I think 16 states in Germany. So basically train and and international borders. So basically, um, trains, airports, and ports are the responsibility of the federal police. So it was at the Berlin Brandenburg airport so it's being now handled by this case. They actually replied to us, or my partner who sent the email. I was way too shaken, and I'm still way too shaken to be writing any emails about it to anyone in any sort of detail. But they replied to us that they've forwarded the case to be investigated by the German federal police. Booby says the dangers of the world are increasing. Indeed. Yes, says requirements for buying / owning a firearm are much higher. Yes, here in Finland, actually, the corny thing is that owning a handgun, having the license to own, no automatic weapons are allowed for civilians in Finland. The age limit for owning or obtaining a license for a gun, for a firearm, you have to go through a psych evaluation. I think a psych evaluation was a requirement at some point, or at least a doctor's note. Then broad secure background check by the police, and you must be a member of a shooting club of some sorts, and they must know you at the shooting club you claim to be a member of, etc. And the age of 18, and no criminal record. However, if you are a member of a hunting club, you are allowed to get a license for a hunting rifle at the age of 15. But that's another story, and I'm not going into that because all this shit just makes me mad. Okay. Let's go back to the video.
Yeah, look, it's a
Okay.
you do live two lives, or certainly I did in my younger career, because I think people forget that when you're LGBTQ,
Apparently, she's Lizzie the Lizzie, or of some sort.
every single encounter you have with someone, every new encounter is an encounter where you face rejection and you face the loss of your job. So certainly in my early life, I felt I lived two lives. I never talked about what I did on the weekend. People didn't ask. I don't know why they didn't ask. Maybe they thought something horrific had happened, like you'd gone out for dinner or something. But, you know, you just lived a very dual existence, if you will. And you were always worried that if people found out, you'd lose your job, or you'd certainly lose your chance of getting promotion. So you kind of lived under the radar. And it was very isolating and quite lonely, actually.
There are some ways that the business community really leads our society on these sorts of issues. Do you find in this area, this is an area...
Actually, okay. What is this lady's name? Jennifer Westacott. Okay. Oh, is she? There's no mention on the Wikipedia page about her possible same-sex partner, officer of the Order of Australia, for her service to policy development and reform, cross-sector collaboration, equity and business. Okay. Follow me. I don't know who she is. I mean, I don't know what the deal is. Yes, okay. We have... Where do we have it? Okay, Miss Westacott, who has been in same-sex relationship for 30 years, says it's not fair to take a role on issues such as gender equality and community development, but not same-sex marriage. Okay.
Where business is leading, or is it yet to take up that opportunity?
Oh no, business is leading on this, and that was the whole point of our awards. You know, we had 186 organisations participate in the index, the survey. We had 45,000 individuals participate. But, you know, I handed out award after award after award to small and big businesses, to public sector organisations. Businesses leading the way on so many issues, whether it's climate, whether it's gender diversity, whether it's LGBTQ recognition. You know, business does that, and they're not doing it, and this is a really important point I made on Friday, they're not doing it to tick some woke box, right? They're doing it because they know it makes...
Okay, I'm in a bit of a brain fog today, because I drove almost close to 400 kilometers today, just for a doctor's appointment. I had to get up relatively early, and and I have to run up to the lab to get some blood work, etc. Very early tomorrow morning, first thing tomorrow morning. So I'm a bit, if what I say just sounds crazy, it's because I'm tired and a bit dazed, really. just anyway. What are your thoughts about this subject so far? We have Jens and Boo Wee in the chat. What are your thoughts so far? OMG, we have. Oh, by the way, I must chill out a bit because I'm a part of a collective, if you will, Transistor Productions. On NASA Bunker 33 channel, NASA Bunker 33. I might as well just check that. Put that in the chat. That the link to this NASA Bunker 33. It's tomorrow at 8 p.m. UK. Let's get this in the chats. Tomorrow, May 31st, 8 p.m. UK. Transistor Productions is something that is sort of a collective. We'll have a number of gender diverse people. We talk about trans stuff. Trans stuff, because it's Transistor Transistor Productions. Actually, I came up with the name Transistor Productions, so just blame it on me. Bowie will be there. Okay, wonderful. This is actually the second Transistor Productions video, and I think I'll link that to the. It's regarding the Don't Say Gay bill, and it's what where is it? It was a while ago, I think. Because I remember being on that particular earlier. Bill, here. Bill, Don't Say Gay. Bill, Don't Say Gay.
Sing it.
Okay, that starts off about some minutes in. So.
Sing it.
Okay.
I've never liked beer.
Me neither.
And a lot of people have.
Okay. Let's. Come on. Okay, I want to share this video with you. This is actually a nice video. It's regarding the Don't Say Gay bill. It was a while ago, actually. It was April 4th, so April 4th. So there we are. Why don't we finish up with what Miss Westacott has to say? Okay.
It's good business. They know that if their teams feel included, if people can be themselves at work, they're productive, they're happy, they're more creative, they stick with their employer. That's why they do it, not because, we better tick some woke box. And I always get frustrated when people say, business is just doing this to tick a woke box. They're not doing it for that reason at all.
progress clearly has been made in many areas and is being made. What is there left to do?
Oh, there's a lot left to do. You know, what was interesting in the survey was that pre-COVID, more people were out at work. This time there were less, quite substantially. And one of the indicators that we sort of celebrated, but I found it a bit depressing, was that people were being subject to less offensive language. But you see, you know, sexual harassment amongst LGBT communities is higher. We've got a long way to go on these issues, on gender diversity, on so many issues in the workplace. But the whole point...
Same issues exist elsewhere, obviously, but more in some places than others, unfortunately. Especially in more conservative countries, mainly some where certain Abrahamic religions, where Abrahamic religions are more prevalent. The more prevalent the Abrahamic religions are, the more problems there are, and more problems and obstacles there are for LGBTQ plus people. Wonder why? And wonder why there are less issues in countries where the prevalent religion is something else. Say Buddhism, like in Buddhism in Thailand, India, Shintoism in Buddhism, Shintoism, Taoism, like Shinto, Buddha, etc. Wherever these religions are more prevalent, the less there are third genders, etc. Oh, hey, Nimrod.
Is for business to lead the way. They are leading the way, and I'm proud to represent them. But boy, as a society, we've got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
And I think the election campaign and the language that was used to describe people shows, as a society, we've got a lot of work to do.
Just finally and briefly, what's been the response to the speech?
Oh, just huge response, huge support from so many quarters. And obviously, you know, there were like 1,000 people at the event. People were moved. So many.
Yeah, I would assume the response was big. Nothing that I wouldn't be surprised about. It's gonna be both good and bad. Huge response.
Many people, when I presented their awards, you know, they were still very distressed. They were very sad, but they were very grateful's not the right word, but they were sort of, thank you for saying that. Thank you for acknowledging our pain and our hurt. But you could see that you'd really touched that pain and that hurt in people, and people were very moved.
Oh, Nimrod, you showed up as I was about to wrap up. But you can, of course, you're of course welcome to check the replay. Anyway, tomorrow, 8 p.m. UK. So that would be 20 hours from now. There will be the second ever live stream of Transistor Productions on channel NASA Bunker 33. So I'll keep this short because I was intended to keep this short today. Anyway. Once again, this one is hanging from my microphone. So this is a small, I think it's a sheep that I got from my dear viewer Jens, that when my partner and I visited Berlin, we met up with Jens. Yeah, we have a summer trip planned, but no Germany, just Sweden, Göteborg, or as the English spell it, Gothenburg. We will be in Helsingborg. We'll be in Göteborg, Helsingborg, Malmö, Köpenhamn, and we're staying a few nights on the east coast of Sweden. And go to Öland. I think it's Öland, the small island there near the coast. We'll take the day ferry. We'll take from Turku or Åbo to Stockholm. It leaves early morning Monday, and we'll be in Stockholm the evening. We'll then drive to Södertälje. Then we'll go to Linköping, and then to Gothenburg, or then to Göteborg, where we'll go and see Rammstein. And actually, I was surprised because my the neurologist that treats me, we had a chat today about us my partner and I going to see Rammstein, and I was just completely gobsmacked and shocked when she told me, "Yeah, we went to see Rammstein in Tallinn." Like, Rammstein, you you of all people, but people can surprise me, People can surprise me, Even though I thought I've seen quite a bit. Anyway, we've got Nimrod says you will be on the E4 from Stockholm all the way down to Göteborg. It will pass close to where I live. Yep, I think we are. I'll just have to check the map. Right now. Yes, E4 will go to Norrköping. No, sorry, we'll be staying in Jönköping. So we'll many Köpings. Köpa lite någonting. Yeah. Köpa Nyköping. Köpa Norrköping. Linköping. Jönköping. Many places to buy. Oh. Yeah, so there's quite a bit of things to buy, I guess. And then I think we'll be heading on E6, then south to Helsingborg and Malmö. By the way, there are the emission pass thingies, and the bridge when it cross over from take the bridge and then the tunnel to Copenhagen. There's the tickets. The Nimrod says I live near Nyköping. It means new market. Yes, many markets, many things to buy. Yes. Anyway, because there's some there are the road taxes, the emission taxes or the road tolls, but the one crossing to Stockholm from Malmö to Denmark, Copenhagen, is 50 euros. But single pass is 50 euros or so. But if you buy a season ticket, a pass for the entire year or so, like 6 months or a year, you can go as many times as you like. It's also 50 euros. So it comes from a nation that uses snus, eats surströmming and eats piss warm, watery lager or pilsner, mellanöl. So it makes sense only in Sweden. Oh, well, maybe the Danish had something to do with it, but Danish folks are nonetheless weird, I think, or make as much as sense as the Swedish, because the Danish they speak like they speak Swedish with a hot potato in their mouth. They can't decide whether they're Central Europe, their lifestyle, how they build their houses. They can't decide whether they are Central European or Scandinavian, etc., etc. And the Swedes borrowed their queen from Germany, so. Okay, she was a lay woman, but still. Enough with my rant. Okay. Batil is here. Batil is coming with me, and then Stefan will stay here. Watch over my computer. That no Morran will come here and the Swedish king is friend. Yes, the Swedish royal family comes from France. Related to Napoleon, the last French true emperor of France. They came in the early, late 1800s, late 1700s or so, or late 1800s, so something like that. I can't remember. I'm not Swedish. I'm not Swedish, so I didn't have to study this history, and I don't really care. Anyway, I will see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow, 8 p.m. UK time on the NASA Bunker 33 with a video as a part of, coming from the Transistor Productions. The link is in the chat. Also, please check the links in the description box down below. There are all kinds of silly and funny links, playlists, etc., etc. And please check my Patreon, check my PayPal, check my Discord servers. Everything is down in the description box down below. And thank you to Flems for being my patron for so long. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in NASA Bunker 33 tomorrow, 8 p.m. UK. Bye.